I had a hangnail and I just did. Welcome, welcome back to Getting Her to Say I Do, my video dating vlog as we track through this process of me finding a wife, becoming a husband, becoming someone that someone gets to spend the rest of their life with in holy matrimony, and get tax write-offs for it. Yeah. And so last week we had Christmas, and it was kind of, I was nervous about it. I was anxious about it, and so like Christmas Eve, I went to go eat lunch with my sisters and my mom and my nephew. And I'm nervous because Christmas is coming up. I'm single. I don't have a girlfriend. I don't have, somebody to, because Christmas is like one of the most intimate holidays where you're exchanging gifts. And like the thing about gifts is you're giving your heart. Like you can easily just give somebody what they want, which is probably the smart thing to do. But there's something to be said about a good gift giver, somebody who gives you something that you didn't necessarily ask for or know that you wanted, but when you get it, you love it, because of the way that they presented it or the way that they got it or just because it's something that you just fall in love with. So there's something to be said about a good gift giver. And because of that, Christmas is super personal and relational. It's like it's intimate, and because it's about Jesus and the ultimate gift of God giving us Jesus to save us, so we don't die and go to hell. But I was kind of like, man, this Christmas is gonna be less than because I don't have this person to spend it with, And obviously I have friends, I have family, and I saw them and hung out with them and stuff. But that, that intimate part. So I'm nervous. So we all go to eat at this place. Something about a dragon, food, fum, something. This restaurant, and we go eat there. And so we go inside. It's my mom, my sisters, and my nephew. And I have a difficult time ordering food because I'm extremely picky. And so I was just gonna get rice. Um, but I have rice in my house. So it doesn't make sense for me to pay for rice at a restaurant when I have rice in my house that I can eat for free that I already paid for. And so I like trying new things, but I'm not. When you try something new and you're like, I knew I shouldn't have got that. It's kind of like that. So I got this stuff with pho. Something's like soup, and it had meat in it and like some noodles, kind of, and some like mince and stuff. It was a big old bowl. It was okay. I wouldn't get it again, but it was okay. And so we're sitting down eating, and my sister was like, "Hey, uh, we're gonna go to Red Baron's tomorrow to pass out presents and stuff. Do you remember when we went there when we were younger?" So we were extremely poor growing up. My dad was in jail, so we got free presents from this thing called Angel Tree. Loved it. Loved it. It was a big giant train set that went around, poo poo, smoke everywhere. And I loved it. But we also went to this other place, and they gave us like a present or two presents or three presents, something like that. And they gave us basketballs. And she was like, "Do you remember this place?" And I was like, "Never heard of it. Never been there." And she was like, "Yeah, we went when we were younger and stuff like that." And I was like, "Nah, never heard of it." So when she said that, I heard it, but I wasn't really thinking about it. And that's what I was gonna talk about last week before Christmas that I didn't get to, traditions, like how when we get traditions put on us from our parents or our grandparents or just kind of being around stuff, and how some of those traditions are bad, and you can start new traditions. That's what I was gonna talk about, and I didn't. Definitely should have. That would have been really good. But like in this singleness, like I'll be starting traditions, or my future spouse is starting or having traditions right now that we're going to have with our family whenever we're older. So that's super dope. But even if you have crappy traditions because your family or your home life was bad, you can start new traditions. So we eat, we go our separate ways, and I go home and I wake up and lonely. Like, okay, but we're not eating until like 7 o'clock tonight. CPT, we don't eat till like 10. Um, I need to find something to do all day because I don't want to be here by myself, lonely and bored. I could have rested and relaxed, just chilled. But when I turned on the TV, I was looking for Bounce because I don't got cable. And they usually have like urban shows, like black shows and stuff. Set It Off be on there all the time, and it don't get old. But I turned it and like the news came on and it's like, hey, this is Red Baron, Red Andrews, Red Velvet, whatever it is. This place downtown. It's like, hey, if you want to come help out, they said the best time to come is around 12:30 or around noon to help out and stuff. And I was like, bet, doing that. Came up twice, it's gotta be a thing. So I go get in the shower, get ready, looking nice. I'm a hopeless romantic, so in my mind I'm thinking, I could meet my wife here. Like this could happen. Like how amazing fairy tale that be. We were both lonely on Christmas, and so we went to go serve and help people, and we met. And when we met eyes, it just from that moment we knew. And I'm like, okay, this happened. So I get kind of decent and looking nice and smelling nice and head out the door. And I didn't leave my house till like 11:30. It take an hour to get there. So I was like, sheesh. So I get there and they give you this apron, and I put it on. I grabbed the green one because I already had on green. I was like, and I put it on my neck, and immediately I just got disgusted. Cause like I was like somebody else probably had this on their neck. So anyway, but before this happens, I get downtown. It's like inner city, Oklahoma City, and I get downtown and I'm going in, and I get out my car, I park kind of around the way, and there's these kids sitting outside. It's 3 kids, no adult, sitting on the ground playing with toys they had just got from there, playing with basketball and little race cars, and they got clothes and just all piled up. And I'm sitting there looking like, where are these kids' parents at? Like, what in the world? And I should have just hung out with them and played with them, because that's really why I went to go hang out with the kids. I love kids. Don't have any, but I love them. And so I'm trying to rush to get inside and help out, because I'm thinking it's going to end at like 1 o'clock. But, so I get in there and get this nasty apron. Eesh. And go and it's like, hey, you can go over here and help out and do this. And I was like, okay, cool. And so I went to the line I was like, I'm going to go pass out toys. That's all I want to do, hang out with kids, pass out toys. They love the person handing out the toys. They was like, we don't need no help. So then I went over to help bust tables, and I'm just like going by and checking on everybody, like, y'all good? You good? You need anything? They was like, no, we're good. We don't need nothing. And they was like, you can help order the line and have people go where they're supposed to go. I went around to go help pass out sacks of apples and that sack you get at church on Christmas with the little pretzels in it and the orange and the apple and the peanuts and so it was there, but it wasn't nothing happening over there. And I went to go pass out clothes, and everywhere I went, I was like, this is boring. I'm about to leave because I'm not being used. I don't feel like I'm doing anything. And so I see this kid with a basketball, and I like basketball, so I was like, maybe I should just go mess with him and play with his basketball and crossing and stuff. And I wanted to, but stuff that I normally do in my life is okay, but because I don't know these people, it could be considered weird. And the more I'm down here hanging out, the more people I see, the weirder it gets. So there's these people going through the line, and they say two toys. So there are people like they're going through 2 or 3 times, like you gotta watch them. So there's literally boxes of toys that they have confiscated from people who've gone through the line multiple times. So then this man comes through. He's like 40, 50, wino, and he's going through. He got a football, and he's about to walk in. And he's like, hey, if you don't have a kid, you can't get a toy. He goes off, and so then the security come over there. So he flips off the lady that's telling him you can't take more than 1 toy, and then the police come over there and he's like, hey, you gotta leave. Trying to like corral him, not pushing him, not being super aggressive, like, hey, you gotta go this way. And he's like, don't touch me, that's sexual harassment. I immediately start laughing because everything's funny. Like, you have to see that's hilarious. Why would you say that? That's so inappropriate. And I turned to the person next to me, and she was like, I have to get out of here. Like, she didn't say that, but that's the look on her face. I was like, oh, let me get away from you, because you're going to suck the life out of this room. So I am there helping out, and I look up on the stage, and I see this woman. And she is gorgeous. Let me backtrack before I leave my house an hour and a half ago. I have not dated because I haven't found anybody that's like suitable for me that I'm like, I'll give my life to you. But also, I have not been open to dating because I was still in love with the person that I was with previously. I wanted to be with her. So I have not been open to dating. So before I leave my house, I think to myself, you have to be open to dating before you can date. Like, you can't just shoot down everybody that you come around. So I look up there where these people are handing out gifts at, where I really want to be at, but I haven't gotten up there yet. Like, I feel like you have to be asked to go up there. So I see this lady up there, and she's gorgeous. And I was like, wow, she's fine. turn my head, keep on working. Ain't no point in looking at it because I'm not finna entertain her. They have these toys, all these toys they've confiscated, and I get my ticket to get on stage where they hand out toys. So I go up there and I'm putting toys back because they're handing them out as they go through. Like, and I'm doing this, and then I end up on the stage passing out toys where I needed to be. This is what I was made to do: give out toys. And so there's tons of toys. There's thousands of toys. And there's a lot of like little Hot Wheels and little action figures and stuff, and like that's cool. Somebody probably does love that. But what they really want is the Hulk action figure or the football or the race car. Like they want the big nice toys that they can't go steal from the store. Like you can steal Hot Wheels, you can steal 100 Hot Wheels and put them in your pocket, but you can't steal that big Hulk. So I'm just like sitting here sifting through toys, picking up stuff. You got a little like place where you can show, just flexing up there with the toys, and it's just going great. And she comes over there by me, and we have this little exchange. And have you ever seen or heard about like cats when they are playing, like whenever they like are trying to impress their owner, they'll like kill an animal, a bird, a mouse, or something like that, and they'll bring its head to the like owner to like flex, like, hey, look what I did. Yeah, that was me. So every time I found a really cool toy, I would show it to this lady, and I was like, dude, you have to chill. You have to chill. But long story short, if you want to date, and because I'm trying to date, I need to be open to dating and not shoot down every prospect that comes around and not just write people off because I'm uncomfortable or unsure. So that's kind of where I'm at. I have to be open to dating. But it was absolutely awesome. New tradition, possibly. Me going, maybe I'll see that lady again. And just kind of helping, and it felt amazing because Christmas isn't so like me, and I didn't get anything from anybody. I just gave and gave and gave, and I helped clean up and stay there and hung out and stuff. And then I went and hung out with my family, and we ate. My mom made chitlins and some ham and greens. It was bomb, smacking. Hung out with my family, played with them, played with the puppies, and it was probably the best Christmas that I've had. It was really fun and really enjoyable, and I was excited to do it and celebrate Christmas. So New Year's is coming up, and so we'll kind of see where that goes. Hopefully, I'll talk to y'all again before New Year's. Plan out some resolutions or plan out something that you want to do. Start today. Don't wait until New Year's. Just start today and do what you want to do, what you're trying to do, and get there. The end of the year just kind of puts things in perspective. End some relationships, start some new relationships, and be great. Like, don't wait to be great. Just whatever you're supposed to be, whatever you love, go after that with everything that you are, and make it happen. I love you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Hopefully this year brings you so much joy and happiness and love. And maybe I'll find a wife this year. Bye.